Google, what is the best highlighter?
Here are some results from the web.
Oh my goodness. Darlings, but I'm Sophie here again to do another tutorial. This time, guys, Google is gonna pick my makeup. I got this video idea from one of my fellow subscribers. Her name is Hawa. I will leave information on where you could get a hold of her YouTube profile. But thank you so much, Hawa, for doing your video. Your video really inspired me to do a video similar to what you did. In Hawa's video, she allowed Siri to pick her makeup. She did Siri picks my makeup, so now I'm gonna be doing Google picks my makeup. Her video was very fun, and it seemed like, it looks like she had fun doing it, and I like having fun doing my makeup tutorials here on YouTube, so I thought that I would do the same. So the way it's gonna work is, so this is my tablet. I'm going to ask Google what makeup or what foundation I should wear. That's what I'm gonna ask Google, and I'm going to be asking all the questions on my tablet. I will not be using my phone for that. My tablet is actually synchronized to my Bose speakers, so you guys are going to hear what Google says loud and clear during this tutorial, okay? So my brows are basically done, so I'm just going to go into foundation. I'm just going to go into foundation, and then I'm going to go into setting my face and all that good stuff. And I'm also going to, at the end, I'm going to ask Google, well, after I'm done with my face, I'm going to ask Google what eyeshadow palette I should use today. Okay, so let's see how successful that becomes. But I'm really looking forward to having fun doing this video today. If you'd like to see how this tutorial turns out, please stay tuned. Google, what's the best primer?
Here's information from Total Beauty.
Okay, so on here it says Pixie Flawless Beauty Primer, DHC Velvet Skin Coat, and then there is the Smashbox Illuminizing Fair Foundation Primer. So I don't have the Illuminizing primer in the Smashbox brand, but I do have the Smashbox Photo Finish primer. So this is what I'm going to use. This is what I'm going to use as my primer. Google, what is the best face foundation?
I found 6 Ardell. Here are the first 3. Becca Aqua Luminous Perfecting Foundation, NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation, and Bare Minerals Matte Foundation.
Okay, so I do not have the Becca Aqua Luminous Perfecting Foundation, but I do have the Becca Ultimate Coverage Foundation. So I guess I'm going to have to go with the Becca Ultimate Coverage Foundation. This is what I'm going to use for foundation. Now, I wouldn't have, it's true, yes, I have quite a bit of makeup, but I do not have every makeup that Google is going to tell me to use. So I'm just going to use what I have. If I see that there's a result and I have a brand similar to it, then I would definitely go ahead and use it. But I do not have the Becca Aqua Luminous Perfecting Foundation. So in this case, I am going to go ahead and use the Becca Ultimate Coverage Foundation. And I have this foundation in the color Maple. This is what I'm going to use on my face today. Google, what is the best powder for setting foundation?
Here's a summary from Total Beauty. 14 best powders for makeup that lasts all day. Bare Minerals Mineral Veil Finishing Powder Broad, Coty Airspun Translucent Loose Face Powder, and more.
Okay, now for the sake of the video, it did say Airspun, so I'm going to use Airspun. This is the Airspun. I have it in the color Suntan. So this is what I'm going to use to set my foundation. Hopefully it turns out great, but let's see, let's hope. What is the best eyeshadow palette?
Here's information from Glamour UK.
Okay, so let's see what the Glamour UK magazine have to say. Okay, so for this, I'm going to pick the Too Faced chocolate gold palette, because the website Google took me to is basically, it is from the Glamour magazine from the UK website. So just so that you guys could see, it did select the Too Faced chocolate gold eyeshadow palette. Now, since I have not done a tutorial using the Too Faced chocolate gold palette, I believe for this tutorial I'll just go on and use that eyeshadow palette for this look. Okay, so this is the eyeshadow palette Google picked for me, so I am going to use it. So this is my eyeshadow palette. I am also going to go on and ask Google what is the best eyeshadow primer. Google, what is the best eyeshadow primer?
Here's information from Total Beauty.
So this is what it gave me, guys. I just want you to see. I am going to pick the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer portion. This is what I'm going to use to prime my eyes, okay? I'm going to use the Too Faced Bornless Way Concealer to kind of shape my brows, because my brows, they don't look like something. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that concealer and I'm going to use it just to shape my brow area. I should have done that earlier, but I was not thinking. So now I'm going to go into the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. This is the eyeshadow primer portion from Urban Decay. This is what I'm going to use on my eye area prior to applying that eyeshadow. And Google did recommend that I use the Too Faced eyeshadow palette. The Too Faced chocolate gold, eyeshadow palette. Okay guys, so this is a look. This is my eye. This is how my eyeshadow look came out using the Too Faced Chocolate Gold eyeshadow palette. I'm just going to go into doing my bottom lash. I'm not going to prime my bottom lash today. So I'm just going to use a really small eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to set my eyeshadow brush prior to putting on the color on my bottom lash. Color Rich Girl. I'm going to go in Rich Girl. And I'm going to set my brush prior to putting that color on my eye. So this is the eyeshadow look. Now I'm going to ask Google what I should use for highlighting and contouring. Google, what is the most affordable contour palette?
Here's information from Style Craze.
Okay, so it did say, it says the NYX Highlight and Contour Palette, which I don't have, CoverGirl True Blend Contour Palette, Physicians Formula, L'Oreal Paris Cosmetics, Pixie Highlight and Contour Palette, and this is based off the Style Craze website. And while contouring palette, I don't have any of the items it did make mention of, but I will just stick to my BH Cosmetics contour and blush palette. This is what I'm going to use for contour today. What is the most affordable blush?
Here's information from Total Beauty.
Okay, so according to Total Beauty, it did say 12 of the best drugstore blushes. That's going to be the CoverGirl Cheekbones. Okay, it says CoverGirl Instant Cheekbones Contouring and Blush. Then there's also the L'Oreal True Match. I assume Milani was part of the collection, so I'm just going to use my Milani Baked Blush. I have my baked blush in the color Rose Dior. So this is what I'm going to use for blush today. And the Milani Baked Blush ranked at number 2. So as you guys see, this is why I'm going to use the Milani Baked Blush. Okay, so next I am going to ask Google what should I use for highlighter. Name the best highlighter.
Here is information from Allure.
Okay, now that could kind of help out a bit. So I see the Maybelline Face Studio Master Pro Metallic Highlighter, which I do have. There's also MAC Extra Dimension Skin Finish. Okay, so I guess Maybelline Master Chrome Highlighter, I guess that's what it is. Okay guys, so this is the lip color I'm going to use by Stila Cosmetics. This was part of the countdown of best lip colors to use, best brand of lip colors to use that Google gave me. So I'm going to use the Stila Cosmetics lip color. I have this lip color in the color Como, and it's a pretty bright pink mixed with a little violet. So this is what I'm going to use on my lips today. Okay guys, so I'm done. This is the look I was able to come up with. I put some hair on, and this is how my Google look is looking. What you guys think about it? Do I like this look somewhat? It's a little bit out of my zone. I really thought that I could have probably done a little better on my eyes, but I mean, this look is really different. I really went out of my zone doing this look with this eyeshadow palette. Although I have used this eyeshadow palette before, but the look I did with it came out nothing like this. But I really love the way this look came out. My thoughts about it, it was an okay tutorial. The only thing I didn't really like about it was using the Airspun loose powder, the loose face powder as the powder to set my entire liquid foundation. I would never even think of using the Airspun powder on my Becca Cosmetics foundation. Normally, when I use my Becca foundation, I would try my best to use a loose finishing powder that's a little more on the high end. But then again, I was actually impressed with the way it performed. The only downfall with the Airspun loose face powder is I don't like the smell of it. After while I was using it, I realized that I started sneezing. And maybe because I have a sensitive nose and my sinus active for every single thing. But I really liked the way it performed. I didn't like the masky effect I had after setting my foundation with the Airspun loose powder. But I was definitely impressed in the way it performed, the way it applied and stuff like that. So this is the look I was able to come up with. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that Google did a really good job at picking my makeup, or do you think it did not? Once again, I would like to thank Hawa for doing a tutorial. She did a tutorial where Siri picked her makeup for her, and this is where I actually got the main inspiration to do this tutorial. I am very much aware that other YouTubers are doing the Google Picks My Makeup or Siri Picks My Makeup tutorial, but in reality, Hawa's channel was the very first channel I went to and I saw it, so I thought that I would try it out because it seemed very fun. So if you would want to check out Hawa's tutorial on Siri picking her makeup, I'm going to leave the information on where you could get that video, where you could see that video in the description section. Again, I'm also going to leave information on every product I use in this tutorial. It's out of my zone, but I mean, it's okay. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching my video. I hope that you guys had fun watching Google Pick My Makeup. And I hope you guys have a fantastic and fabulous day. Don't forget to be fabulous, and don't forget to be Sophie. Bye, honeys.